Good morning and welcome to Coffee Walk. Today is Classic Car Day. We've got an unusual Cougar for you. One that I personally can't say that I've seen before with these options for sure. But we've got a 1973 XR7 Cougar. What's really special about this car are the options. Now, they built about 60,000 of these cars, which is a big number. But only 2,548 of them had the 351 4-barrel motor, which is a killer motor, and this is a Cleveland motor. So think about that. A 351 4-barrel Cleveland in 1973. Well, what else does that motor put in? A Pantera. Look at that. And the condition of this engine bay is fantastic. 351 4-barrel Cleveland. Basically the same motor that came in the Pantera. All the decals are here, they're all original. Look at the one on the front of the valve cover, incredible with the part number and the date codes. 4-barrel sticker. I mean, this thing is just in beautiful condition. Anybody looking under the hood, it's obviously got power steering, power brakes, and AC. This car has not been on the road for about 2 years. So it was owned by the president of the Cougar Club. He has some phenomenal Cougars, and this being the best 73 hardtop he could find. So out of those 2,548 351 Cleveland cars, only 101 of those were red. What's really neat is only 42 of those had black leather interior. 25 of them had this 3/4 vinyl top. So you're getting down to some really, really rare numbers. And then 3 of them were AM FM radio. 2 had tilt, and the very, very last and final option that made this a one-off car is has dual red racing mirrors. Now there's some other options on this car that are great. Power windows, power door locks, Magnum 500s. The condition of this car is exceptional. It's 49,000 miles. I believe it's really close to a number 2 condition car. It's gotta be one of the best 73 XR7 351 4-barrel Cleveland cars in existence. It runs and drives great. We just did a service on it. We did the fluids. We did new dual exhaust system on it. The pictures of this car, we've took well over 100 photographs. The condition is just phenomenal. It would be cost prohibitive to restore one like this. Now this is this car is being sold at no reserve. So pay attention. It's a really fine piece. The gauges are beautiful. Just overall, just a fantastic car. One of the best 73 XR7 Cougars, I think, available. All right, let me button this up real quick and take this killer XR7 Cougar for a drive. The interior in this car is just so clean. Look at the back of the seat. No cracks in the dash. No rust up in the dash area at all. Starts right up. Car's got 49,183 miles on it. And also, if you look back here, hanging here and behind Zach, it's got shoulder harnesses, which is really cool. And they actually click in right in here if you want to run the harnesses. Pull them across, boom, very neat. Now part of the XR7 package, which is the top of the line, are the gauges. So you've got real gauges in the car, which is super nice. Tack, 120 mile an hour speedometer, real temperature gauge, amp gauge, real oil pressure gauge, obviously the fuel gauge over here. Really neat stuff. The headliner's beautiful. The sport console is an option. It doesn't come standard. It's got a clock. Now the only thing on this car that we did in service is the AC. It is blowing, but it does not blow cold. Starts and runs well, even from a cold start. Now, interesting, this is a Q code car, which is 351 4-barrel. Some circles, the 351 4-barrel is considered the Cobra Jet motor. It actually says CJ on the build sheet, which you also have a copy of the original dealer's invoice or build sheet, if you will. So that's neat. And we do have the Marti Report for it. We do have the statistical analysis showing the breakdown that it's a one-off car built with these options. And you can look out on either side here that's got the dual remote sport mirrors, which is really neat. The condition of this car is just really exceptional. And the Mercuries versus the Fords, which the Cougars versus the Mustangs, this is kind of like the executive car, kind of the higher end, more luxurious car with all the wood grain and stuff. Really neat car. Like I said, this car's been sitting for a couple of years. You may want to do a little bit further service work, and I don't know how old the tires are. The wheels that are on the car are a brand new set of wheel Ventique Magnum 500s. The original wheels were on this car were used on something else. And I do kind of feel that the tires are a little bit flat spotted, so I say new wheel Ventiques. You know, they've been on it for a couple of years, but these tires feel like they should probably be replaced. But the motor's got good power, it shifts right, and cosmetically the car is really, really nice. And of course, these sequential taillights do work, which is what made Cougars famous in the day. It's got really good power, runs strong, as it should with that 351 4-barrel. Rarely do you see this body style Cougar that somebody really took care of in this condition. Again, this was owned by the president of the Cougar Club, and he had some of the finest Cougars in existence, and I think that he thought this was the best 73 XR7 coupe that he could find. Certainly the one with the rarest options. All the glass is nice, all the trim, all the chrome is nice. And we've got a lot of undercarriage pictures of this car. No rust. It was undercutted from new, and I believe this car was delivered new in Colorado, and then it came to Texas. So the two negatives on this car: AC needs to be serviced, and I would put new set tires on it. Other than that, everything seems to be working well and functioning like it should be, and cosmetically a really nice car and a stunning interior. And again, these are leather seats. This is actually the first time this car has been driven any distance at all in at least 2 years, and it may have sat longer than that, but we know it's sat for at least 2 years. All right. Uh-oh. Accidentally did a burnout. All right, guys, good luck with the auction. It is no reserve, highest bidder wins, and I think whoever gets this car is going to be real happy with it.